Okay, Melissa, we are live. This is Limitless Reporting, doing something a little bit different. We're with the founder of Mothers of Murdered Children in Columbus, Ohio. Um,
Mothers of Murdered Columbus Children.
Correct.
I
Forgive
just
me.
have to always, I have to make sure that that's right because there is a group called Mothers of Murdered Children, and we're two separate entities. So
Yeah, I knew I was going to hack it, so forgive me.
it's okay. It's okay.
But we've marched in unity. We've set community coverings up, and we stand for justice, peace, and also communication, so people are aware of what's going on in our communities. Correct.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
today you were at a vigil in Columbus, Ohio. And tell me about the vigil and get into it for the community, would you please? Pour your
Sure.
heart out.
So I want to get his name correctly because his full name. That's why Jaron Hickman Allen Lamont. And I don't know why I just lost you. Where are you? Can you still see me?
Yeah, I still got you.
Okay, here you are. We were supporting um, his 1 year remembrance. He was murdered a year ago today at 5001 Chatterton at the Dollar General in the parking lot. Audrey Sandbach Hickman is his mother, and she's been one of our supporters and a mother and a sister soldier. So we wanted to make sure that we were out there. She felt ill today, so she couldn't be out there physically. There was maybe couple dozen, if not a little more, supporters, family members, loved one. His father was out there, his brother was out there, um, and we gathered in a circle. It was led by prayer. It was led with a song. Geez, what was the name of the song? One of my favorite songs. How I'm gonna love you forever. And then we had some sentiments of who he is, who he was. Then they attempted to let the balloons go, but because of the weather,
Right.
they decided to tie him on a pole. I spoke to the father and gave him my sentiments of love. And because of the rain, as you can see, I have a trach. Because of the rain, I needed to leave. It started to rain pretty bad out that way. Myself, my co-founder Carla Harris, and my board members Shauna and Sheila, we needed to go ahead and go, and we proceeded to leave. I called my brother because he is friends with the father. I called my brother, give him a heads up on how the vigil went, and I get a phone call from another supporter letting me know that the vigil, and I can't speak specifically that the vigil, yeah, actually it was, because I'm looking at the live right now. The parking lot where we were gathered was shot up, but also the apartments east of the parking lot was a victim that was shot in her vehicle and she didn't make it.
So, at the very scene of a vigil for a recent homicide was another act of violence in the community where someone was laid to rest right outside an active vigil today.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
my heart is heavy.
yeah, I can
And
only imagine.
my
But
whole
what
purpose for this to even be there is to make sure that this doesn't happen. The whole purpose of starting this organization is to put a rest to the violence. We have this mantra with some of the organization, Derek Russell, Ralph Carter, Sheila Blanchard, Dion Green. We say, um, put down the gloves and pick up the love.
right?
And it's drawing such exhaustion that you can't even pay respects to a person who's no longer with us without trying to take somebody else. It's so disheartening.
It is, and I can I can't imagine because I've experienced it and it's devastating and it's suffering that parents and family members, communities and friends never heal from. And in regards to this incident, let's do justice really quick. What was the location of the incident? Because people are logging on about that homicide right now onto our feed. What was that location, Melissa?
5001 Chatterton.
So that's 5001 Chatterton. Wolfpack, look on your people. We don't share this, share it. So we're going to talk about a little bit of information that the public is releasing right now, and that's the community, not the news. It's just we need to know what the people are saying. So if you would, what did the car look like that was suspect to this incident, according to reports from the people?
They said it was a Dodge Durango, but I wasn't on scene, so unfortunately I can't put unfortunately I don't know because unfortunately God saw fit that I had to leave and that
Right.
I'm safe. But I'm at a point right now. I'm tired.
Yeah. And it seems like it's an evolving doors. Melissa, what changes do you think we should be making as a community or a society, a culture, people?
It is time that we tap into the generational trauma. It is time that we heal the toxic hurt and pain that these offenders went through at an age where they were innocent and they had no voice. And because of that toxic trauma and pain that was embedded in them, they have turned to a life that one would call a monster.
Yeah.
And it isn't that, is that it is unresolved brokenness that leads them to live a life that they just don't have empathy and can take a life without thought. And my heart bleeds for these families that can't even mourn.
Yeah.
I'm in pain for my city. I'm in pain for my mothers and family. And I'm tired.
Yeah. Melissa, you've experienced this, and that's what inspired you to found something beautiful for the people. And I want to let you know, when you're tired, I'll carry you, just as you have carried me at times. And I thank you as a friend. Um, but as a representative, you've experienced the violence. You're not just someone that's saying, just tooting a horn and trying to make noise. You're someone that can seriously relate to the experiences, the suffering, and also you hear it from a lot of mothers as the founder of your initiative. You have hundreds and hundreds, thousands, if you will, mothers that unite on your platform to discuss change and also to relate with one another. Um, so when you were at the scene this evening, a Durango came through and shot the vigil up. And a lady was
No,
shot.
no, no, no. I wasn't at the scene when it happened.
You had just left.
Yeah, I left. I had been gone for about 20 minutes. And I can't speak definitively and factually that that was what the vehicle was. But I hope that, oh Jesus, I hope that this just comes to an end.
Yeah.
I'm thankful I wasn't there because I don't have the physicality to move and run and duck and dive and get on these grass. I don't know what I would have done if I was there because
Yeah.
I can't I can't, I was hit by a drunk driver for those of you who don't know that's watching this. So I don't know what would have happened. I don't want to think about what would happen, but my heart also goes out to who did die, a woman whose family is on scene right now.
Yeah.
There I think someone said the niece or the I think the niece of the woman and other family members were coming, and then the young man, I don't know who the young man was, but the young man was shot in his leg
Yeah.
on the side of the vigil, and my representative of my organization who was still there had him in her car holding the wound until help came.
Unbelievable.
And she said when she arrived, so when we arrived, it was 7, so the vigil started at 7 p.m. And we arrived on time. I think it started pretty promptly, 7:05. I think in the time frame that I was there, 7:05 to maybe, my brother's calling me. Can I answer this and not hang up with you, or what?
I think it would hang up.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish up with you. So then it may have been 20 minutes I was there. And so if I was there from 7 to maybe 7:20, and I get the call around 7:40 that this had happened, and she actually had the victim with her when she called me.
Unbelievable. And how was her expression of what she was experiencing? Not
She
just
was in
as a
shock.
friend, but just, yeah, please.
She was in shock. She's still in shock. And she's stuck there on scene. They're not allowing anybody to leave. So
Right, they're witnesses.
yeah, you might want to call her. She was at the West Side covering. She spoke. She was the one who's there that had the victim, was the maybe third keynote speaker. She was very powerful. She talked about her childhood, and very pretty light skinned lady, Renee.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will send you not her cell phone number, because I don't do that.
Right.
I'll send you her Facebook contact, and she knows who you are. So
yeah, better up. You can just give her our private information. You have that. We'll send her a link and she can go live from the scene to let the community know if she's comfortable to.
Okay, let me get to my brother, because my brother's friends with the victims, my brother's friends with the family, so I needed to make sure he's okay.
All right. Well, Melissa St. Clair, we love you so much. Thank you for telling the community what's going on. Hopefully we can get on another stream together sometime and just talk about changes that we'd like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. When my head is cleared, I would love to do that. I want to be able to speak articulately
I
and
get it.
not clouded. And I'm real clouded right now.
Yeah. Well, you're part of Limitless Reporting and the Wolfpack right now, and you're leading the way by letting the community know firsthand what the people are saying, what they experienced, and that we demand change. And change is now. It starts within. So
It has to. It has to. And we as a community are the ones that have to do it.
boom.
So I'll text you. I'll get on and text you probably later this evening even.
Okay.
Thank you. Just kind of let me digress a little bit, okay?
Yep. Love you very much.
All right, love you back.
Live
Bye-bye.
limitless.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right.